Hi, I'm Mrs. Gare.
Hi, I'm Miss Richmond.
Hello, I'm Ms. Farkas Palmer.
Hi, I'm Miss Ambrose.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Reppitz.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Silverthorne, and we're looking forward to having a fabulous year with all of you.
So first up, we have our essential agreement, which all parents have seen at our back to school meet and greet. Every classroom has created their own essential agreement with rules and expectations for each one of the students. Also under the essential agreement, we are looking for students that are following our IB learner profile traits and IB attitudes that we work on monthly. Next up, we have our classroom schedule. Please be advised that we have a reading first thing in the morning. So if you're making appointments, most of our mornings are academic. We have reading at first at 8:30, then math followed by math at 10. Next, we have encore at 11:15. Our specials are 12 to 12:45. Lunch is 12:50. Recess is followed after lunch. And next, we either have world language or a unit day. And then finally, dismissal. Our following piece that we're going to talk about is dress code. They did, in fact, add khakis this year to dress code. Please make sure your child is following dress code every day. A copy of the dress code can be found at the beginning of the calendar if you need or have any questions. Your student must be wearing navy blue or khaki pants, a navy maroon or light blue top is what we're looking for. Sneakers on gym days, white or black is preferred. Please make sure that the sneakers do not have any lights that blink or anything like that. We are also looking for your child not to have a hood on a sweatshirt, please. Keep in mind that some classrooms are chilly, how to dress your child appropriately for their classrooms. Next up, we have classroom expectations. In second grade, all students are responsible for having all their materials ready for class each day. All supplies remain in your child's desk unless it's a homework folder that goes back and forth or library books or any book that they're reading. Students are responsible for completing and making up work in a timely manner if they are absent. Students are responsible for showing any work or handing in their work to their teacher. Students are responsible for their actions and behavior choices throughout the day. Next up, we have units of inquiry. This year, we have a lot of exciting units for you to get involved with your child. First up, we've been talking about solving it myself. It's a conflict resolution unit where kids learn positive ways to solve conflicts. After that, we're going to move into weather. H2O, here we go, is up next. It's severe weather and the water cycle is what we're going to talk about. Kids will be engrossed in doing activities, experiments, and researching during this unit. Our third unit is Unspoken Tongues. During this unit, Unspoken Tongues will talk about different forms of communication and how they've changed throughout time. This is a huge research-based project that we have the kids do, and they love to learn about how TV, radio, and all different forms of communication have changed over time. Next up, we have Help I'm Lost. It's ways to find your way in the world using mapping skills as using a map key, focusing on the compass, and we look at continents and oceans throughout the world. Our next unit up is First Peoples. This is how organization of different Native American tribes have come in our country, how they've changed over time, what they are. And the kids form dioramas during this unit, and they create their own Native American tribe, and they have a really fun time doing it. Next up, we have Can You Dig It? Can You Dig It is an inquiry-based lesson on layers of the earth, rocks and minerals, and landforms. This is a very hands-on unit, which then usually ends with going to Crystal Cave at the end. Next up, we have math. Math, we are focused on the Ready Math program. This discourse-driven curriculum is set up to allow your child to explain their thinking during math, drive them to try to do harder, take their time, and focus. Typical lessons last about 5 days with an ending with a quiz. If you have any questions about any quiz grades, please contact your teacher as they can help explain. Unit and mid-tests are also a part of math. So sometimes they'll have a mid-unit and then a unit test as well on top of the quizzes. And again, any questions, please ask your teacher. Both quizzes and mid-units are used to reteach any skills that kids might have missed during encore time. And last but not least is our iReady piece, which is the computer review of skills on computers either at home or at school. We do have an allotted iReady time for your child to go on during school, but we also highly suggest going on at home. Next up, we have reading. Weekly reading stories focus on different vocabulary and comprehension skills. Weekly phonics patterns are given to your child on a weekly basis. Reading tests are also given weekly. You will see the family times that is sent home. You will see your child's spelling list, the reading focus, and you will find the phonic patterns and the vocabulary words to review with your child on a weekly basis. Next up is spelling words. Your spelling list again is found on the family times. You will see the list there to practice at home with your child. Every child will be given a spelling test on a weekly basis. Please practice the words with your child. Tests will change at a teacher's request. Homework. A typical day in the life of a second grader's homework. You will be given a math packet on a Monday that will typically be due on a Friday. They should be practicing their math facts through Rocket Math or iReady or Prodigy as well. Reading fluency sheet will be given out on a Monday and due on a Friday. Reading fluency sheet should be completed every night. Your child should be working on speeding up their reading as they're going through the week. And also on the back of the sheet completing the activity. Also on top of that, they should be looking to read every night from anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes on an independent reading level. We also highly suggest at this point that your child should be reading out loud to you so that you can hear any errors, mistakes, and easily correct them. Setting your spelling words again is on you, and the vocabulary is found on the family times. There are occasions of science and social studies homework that you may need to study with your child that will be addressed accordingly. Not to mention book projects. You now have the first book project was sent home. We will have anywhere from 2 to 4 of those throughout the school year. Homework folders. We have our nice maroon homework folders that have the 2 clear sleeves. Please make sure you're checking the homework folder every single night for any papers we might have sent home. And then on Fridays, we have the purple Friday folder. All the Friday folders that go home on Friday may have tests and quizzes in it. Please sign all tests and quizzes and return within 4 days as seen on our assessment policy. We will not be permitted to send home any more tests until the last tests have returned. Please keep that in mind. Return all tests and any papers that need to be redone or completed to your teacher. Folders will then return on a Monday after the weekend. Next up, we have at-home projects. Throughout the year, we have a couple at-home projects that you will be responsible to complete with your child. Please know that these are graded and students are expected to complete them. Throughout the year, your child may have different projects or book reports to complete at home. We have the pumpkin one, which is coming up. We usually do a disguise your pumpkin project, and then there may be other book projects besides that. Please keep this in mind. LVA's reporting system. Just so you know, LVA is up to 4 quarters. We no longer have trimesters. We're staying with the 4 quarters, which means there are 4 report cards. Parent-teacher student conferences will be November 14th and 15th and February 13th and 14th, so please mark your calendars. Students should be at the conference with you in order to go over their skills and report card. Report cards will be distributed at conferences except for January and June's, which will be sent home and mailed to you. Our specialists that are up, we have CSI, which is Mr. Bush, which is library. PE, your students either have Mr. Beal or Mr. Gebhardt. Art with Mrs. Naito. Music, Mrs. Haywood. And drama, you either have Mr. Irwin or Miss Sullen. Parents, just keep advised. All parents who want to volunteer need to have the following clearances if you would like to attend a field trip with us. You need your child abuse clearance, your FBI fingerprints, your state criminal history check, and your TB test. You must be able to show your government-issued ID in order to attend school functions. Volunteer opportunities will be field trips or school-wide volunteer opportunities. We hope to see you all be involved. Communication is key. Please keep this in mind. If you notice your child struggling with any concepts or topics, please email your teacher immediately or write a note on the homework so that teachers can correctly help your child. If you need guidance or extra work, also please let us know. We're here to help. Reminders: if your child is absent, please send in a written excuse on the day of their return. Parent pickup notes or dismissal changes, please call the office. We can't always check our email. We are not allowed to check our email throughout the day unless it's a scheduled break. Snack time. Please send your child to school with a healthy or dry snack each day. They may have water bottles, but no juice, please. If you have any more questions, please contact your teacher. Let's make second grade the best year it can be.